American citizens are allowed to vote.
And now to some breaking news. Blount County officials arresting and charging a foreign national accused of illegally voting in several state and federal elections. A federal and Blount County grand jury indicted a Trafford man on multiple counts of felony voter fraud, and the case has now prompted recommendations for changes to Alabama's election laws. ABC 3340's Gracie Johnson is in Blount County with more on this case.
Blount County officials say Frank Maloney was living legally in Alabama but was not a U.S. citizen. Therefore, he was not eligible to vote. They say he cast 9 ballots in state and federal elections, and his arrest comes while he was already out on bond in an unrelated criminal case. According to Blount County District Attorney Pamela Casey, Frank Maloney of Trafford, Alabama, was arrested on felony voter fraud charges. Casey says Maloney is a foreign national from Canada who was legally residing in the United States but was not eligible to vote in U.S. elections.
Yesterday, a Blount County grand jury found probable cause that Frank Maloney unlawfully voted in 9 state and federal elections despite not being a U.S. citizen, and they returned an indictment of 4 counts of felony fraud.
The indictment alleges Maloney voted in elections that date all the way back to 2017.
Also, at the time of his arrest, Mr. Maloney was already on bond in an unrelated case from a grand jury in 2025, where he had been charged with 187 counts of child pornography and 4 counts of dissemination of child pornography.
Beyond the indictment on 4 counts of voter fraud, the grand jury also issued 5 recommendations aimed at strengthening Alabama's election laws. They recommend making it clear that foreign driver's license cannot be used as voter ID, requiring people who vote absentee to swear they are U.S. citizens, and requiring valid photo ID when registering to vote. They also want more training for local election officials so they can clearly understand that only U.S. citizens can vote. Changes to voter registration forms to ask whether someone has a foreign driver's license, and updates to polling technology to alert workers when foreign identification is presented. Finally, they recommend improvements to Alabama's driver's license system so authorities can more easily identify foreign nationals.
This case shows a foreign national was able to obtain a driver's license, a social security number, register to vote, and cast ballots without the system flagging them. And that should not happen in our country.
Earlier this month, the Secretary of State's office released they had identified 186 non-citizen registered voters statewide, 25 of those with a voting history. In Blount County, Gracie Johnson, ABC 3340 News.
Maloney is being held on no bond pending a hearing on Monday. According to the Secretary of State's office, Blount County had 11 non-citizen registered voters identified during the investigation, only one of those with voting history.